Hello, Ari out there. This is Mark, and we are playing some Master of Orion. I got some nice lukewarm coffee. It's delicious. All right, we're advancing along. Quick view, the galaxy. We're the humans over here. We have a pretty solid grip on the core of the galaxy, which we're beginning to colonize. The Alkari flock is down at the bottom here. Bulrathi's over on this side. Looks like they got some room to expand, and the Darloks are here, and I get the feeling that the Bulrathi are making a move on Darlok territory. And finally, the Nolan. We have them cornered in over here, in this little corner of the galaxy. They're kind of like our pets. We keep them there, blockaded by one of our nice beefy cruisers, so they can't get out. And we're pretty mean, but that's all right. I like them. They're cute. It's like my guinea pig. I just like the little Nolan, my pets. Okay, here we go. Atari 3 is grown. Atari, that's a cool name. Atari 3. Does anybody know what Atari means? Does it have a meaning? Or is it just like a name, just a sound? Okay. Yeah, research +6, food 1, population 4, 6. You know what? I'm gonna pull this guy for research here and put him into farming. I would like that population to grow a bit quicker. And I see they're working on a spaceport, but to be honest, it's only going to generate us 5 BC. We have plenty of BC. Let's get something to make that unhappy guy happy. Let's get a hollow simulator going. Start building. I'm going to move that ahead of the spaceport because I would like to get this unhappy pop working if possible. This should give us a 10% bonus to that 75% morale, which would be enough to make that last guy work. So we're going to do that. All right. Planetary radiation shield completed. Atari 3. Complete these orders. So you can see there's a few planets we haven't explored yet. So we've been sending our ships to race out here and explore all these. So the scout, the cruiser, this cruiser here, everyone's just kind of heading around. We have our first colony ship en route here to Algo 3. That's going to be the first new colony within the core of the galaxy. Next turn. As far as victory conditions, we are going to essentially take the first victory we can reach, whether that be economic, political, technological, or conquest, or Antaran, defeating the evil Antaran, becoming the heroes of the galaxy. Fleet needs orders. Yeah. Okay, so look, the Alkari, last session, these didn't look colonized, but they are in fact colonized. The Alkari have them colonized. I'm just trying to mess with these guys by blocking up their ability to move between systems. So, yeah, I'm going to move this guy to here, and I'm just going to guard this. They do have their own fleet here, but that destroyer can't take out our cruiser. We're like easily, well, you can see our cruiser's a 54 attack, 115 defense. The destroyer is 8 and 96, so we would crush them. So yeah, we're just camping on their waypoints, you know, their hyperspace lanes, so they can't travel and move. We're not at war, but they don't have a way to force us out, so it's kind of like a peaceful strangulation. Just go quietly into the night, my friend. So, here we go. More orders. Okay, so yeah, this cruiser's exploring the system here. Radiated planet, barren planet, swamp planet. That's not a bad one actually. Medium swamp, mineral poor, normal gravity with the gems, and we know that I think those gems give the +2 to production. That would be a good planet to colonize to start. But yeah, let's send our cruiser here to the 4th and final planet. That is another barren. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's it. Let's I don't need this guy to explore anymore, so I'm actually going to send her down here to defend the algal waypoint from Alkari incursion. I don't want the Alkaris coming in this way, so their mission is going to be to defend at this point. Next turn. We've got a couple ships over here. Colony ships en route. Oh my lord, that's a Darlok ship. You can't see that right there, right there. Those They slipped out of our... Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. This is a surprise. But first, Charlie. Mission, Steel. Location, Darlock. This race doesn't have any useful technology. Okay, done. We're going to go back into Espionage tab, reassign Charlie to Steel again. He's awaiting orders. Go back to stealing, start the mission. We always want our spies to be continually trying to steal technology because the Daleks couldn't discover a new technology. We might get it the next time. Okay? What you're going to notice down here, though, this is just a Darlock scout, fortunately. But Darlocks, by nature, are stealthy. So they have stealth ships. This ship traveled through the whole core of the galaxy exploring these planets. We didn't see it till just now because our ship happened to get physically that close to it, is what happened. But the Darlocks have essentially slipped through our cordon. We have a cruiser blocking them here and a cruiser blocking them here. I would guess that scout had jumped through before we stopped that waypoint up. Yeah, and they've been scouting out this whole thing the whole time, and we never knew till just now. Imagine if that had been a battleship lurking or a colony ship, and they just popped up there and colonized the planet and grabbed it right from under our noses. They could have. Didn't happen, but that was cool. That's actually pretty cool that they did that. Atari Prime reached max pop. Okay, let's take a look here. So you can see here, pop is 7 of 7. So we are going to, at this point, we don't need all these farmers anymore. We're not growing, so we're going to pull a guy off to production, pull a guy off to research. We steal a little more food away? Yeah, let's do that. Put one more into production here. It's a poor planet, so they don't have really good generation. I'm going to have them finish that star base, because why not? But then we're going to jump onto another colony ship. We need a lot of colony ships, so we'll add that to the queue there. That'll be the second build project. Done. Spaceport completed at Atari Prime. Starbase next in queue. Awesome. Next turn. These, by the way, are a couple colony ships en route. Colonized planets. Mission success. Echo. Infiltrate Empire. Bulrathi. Echo completed the Infiltrate Empire mission at the Bulrathi Empire. Done. Awesome. And we recruited a new spy, Lima. Let's head up to the Espionage tab. So Lima's in... level 1 training. Grab another. Yeah, Lima's at the bottom there. Doesn't know much about much, but I'm gonna get Mike in training right now. I want to keep building our spy core. But beyond that, Echo, awaiting orders. Steel, start mission. I bet you the Bulrathi have 1 or 2 technologies we don't have. We're gonna get them. We're gonna steal them. They won't like that, but hopefully we won't get caught. Gravity generator completed on Matar 3. Colonial Revenue Service next. Nice. Here we go. Planetary radiation shield completed on Matar 5. Let's go take a look. Yeah, you can see the barrier shield there. Look at that beautiful graphic with this hexagon energy field. It's really cool. It's a barren world now. I think it might have been irradiated before. Could be wrong, but the radiation shield protects it. Ultra rich. Very cool. With the artifacts. Yeah, this is nice. Tell you what these guys need. They're still growing. Pop 4 of 8. So they don't need a researcher. They need farmers to get that population up quicker. And 1 of 4 people is already unhappy, so let's get them a holo simulator. That should be sufficient to push them over. So yeah, that's going to be the next thing we work on. We want to get these guys working. If I go up to my Empire tab, I can quickly see right here, these are my unhappy pops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's not too bad. Or here's a summation up here, population. 71 total pops, 8 of them are unhappy. Part of the reason for that is we have our tax rate set to 4 BC per pop. And you can see you can set anywhere from 0, which would make everyone pretty dang happy, to 5. Each tax BC is a 10% decrement, I think that works. Yeah, so you're trying to offset that. So we set this to 5 right now. We'll just do it to see. You can see we went from 8 unhappy pops to 13. Now our monthly tax base goes up, so we get a lot more BC. But having a few unhappy pops isn't the end of the world. But ultimately, every pop that's not working is, you know, they're your best resource. Your population is the most valuable thing in the game, ultimately. So we could go to 3 BC. Let's see what happens if we do that. So normally we'd be at 8. Now we're down to 1. So that gets us 7 more people working, either farming, producing, or researching. That's a pretty good gain. However, we drop down to only 14 extra credits per turn. But you know, we've got 2,200 banked. Let's do this for a little bit. We can always bump it back up later if we have to. But we're positive. We're in the gold, right? So we're making a little bit of money. Let's just let that go for a while and see if the 7 extra workers help us out. Let's just check real quick our pollution levels. I just click the arrow here to sort top to bottom. It's all 0. No planet is becoming polluted, so that's a good thing. And let's continue. Yeah, fleet needs orders. Okay, we found a big volcanic world. Wow, dark quartz, normal gravity, abundant. That would be a massive manufacturing world. Because on a volcanic world, it's really hard to pollute them. So you can just have mass production. Sweet. We'll colonize that for sure. But let's take our cruiser and send him over here. Yeah, gas giant, which I suspected. We may turn that into an artificial planet, or we might mine it for hydrogen. Sorry, helium. Helium-3? Yeah. We'll see. And then this cruiser will head to here next. The scout's passing right through. Going to hit that system. And next turn. Here we go. Cruiser completed at Nayu. Gravatic field research. All right, let's jump to Nayu real quick. Check out that new cruiser. Yeah, Nayu's our little tiny volcanic world. These guys just pump out ships for us. We don't need any of this other stuff right now. Yeah, none of that. We don't care about any of that. Get another frickin' cruiser going. These guys, their population is too small to produce colony ships because it robs them of a pop. Let's just have them make battleships. Warships. Boom. In the queue, simple. Let's get this cruiser into action. Now we can send it to the south down here. We have a couple cruisers defending. Probably not a bad idea. We have a handful of cruisers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could see reinforcing this area. Let's actually send that cruiser here to hold off the Blarathi and the Darlock. And over here we've got another cruiser and a destroyer. So we have a pretty decent space navy. And now research real quick.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
Jump gate. Huge technology. We'll start producing those very quickly. Done. We're going to make jump gates with these space factories. They go to a waypoint where you can normally put a military outpost or a listening sensor station. Now we can build a jump gate there. Now you can only have one of those. You don't get to build all of them on one waypoint. But we don't need jump gates everywhere. We just need a few to make quick connections between our disparate, spatially far apart colony. Okay, new technology. These three are, I want this antimatter drive. This allows our ships to travel more quickly from point to point as well. So I'm really looking for high mobility for our navy because we're spread out. We don't have that many. We have like 10 ships. We have a bunch of. So we have more systems than we have ships. So that's why I want this. I want us to be able to travel and get our battleships, our warships, where we need to quickly. Perfect. Next turn. We just discovered a new planet down here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, the Antaran portal generator. This colony structure allows transforming the star of the system into a portal to the Antaran dimension. We've done it. We have tech. Okay. Done.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
Your scientists have made a breakthrough in Antaran technologies. This is not the jump gate we just researched. This had to do with us researching Antaran runes, asteroid runes. This is the culmination of that. It's Empire unique. It costs 7 of production. We can make it. It'll change a star in this system. It doesn't hurt the system. It just makes this thing. And then we can send our fleet ships through it to the Antaran. But we're not going to do that until we have a big navy to do. We'd have to build it up because the Antaran fleet is unbelievable. Now, there's no detriment to making this. The Antarans don't come through it to attack us. They make little tears through and send raiding parties. They do that on their own. So there's no detriment to making it from the Antarans. However, any alien species could send a fleet into our portal because it's where the star was. You can't really defend it very effectively. I mean, you could put ships there, but they could try and make the attack on the Antarans themselves. If they were to win, defeat the Antarans, they would win the game. They would become the heroes of the galaxy. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think I've ever seen it happen, but we'll hit done. And we don't edit what we're researching. Different thing. Our scientists made it. The Antarans were decoded and revealed the method to create the portal to the Antarans. Build it at a strong system so you can prevent other races from entering. That's what I just said. Okay, so good advice. We're not going to make that portal right now. We don't. Real quick, so a couple things here. This guy just discovered a nice toxic core planet. Low gravity. That's a hellhole. Okay. We're going to get this cruiser down here to defend. We'll let the scout finish out this system here. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay. Hull simulator completed on Termontius 2. Colony ship arrived at Algo 3. Right down here. Yeah, this is a nice world. It's not great, but moderately good. So we're going to colonize. Here we go. Man, that's a great graphic. Great looking ship, too. Okay. Here we go. You guys see it? It's an ice world. Tundra world. Okay. Boom. Here it is. See, because of the low gravity, we're at a minus 25% to start with. We have the single colonist. It's going to take them a while to get that food up. They're not producing anything right now. So, that being said, let's jump right in on which one's lower maintenance? Yeah, they're both about the same. Which one's cheaper? This one. Okay, so look, the auto fac is +2 production, cost 50, maintenance 2. Crust prospecting, production +2, same. Production or cost is 30 instead of 50. It's cheaper. Maintenance is 2. It's the same. So this is essentially the cheapest way to start a new colony, because that 2 production doesn't require a pop to be doing productions. You just get the 2. Automatic. It's like automatic, right? Crust prospecting. The caveat, though, the one restriction on the crust prospector, it's restricted to poor or ultra poor planets. So that's why you don't get to build this everywhere. But here, this is the right way to start. So we're going to start building it. Nextly, we'll put the autofac in after it, start building, and then after that, biosphere. We'll stop there. So these are the first 3 buildings we're going to make. Now, we're going to buy this outright for the 240 BC, because otherwise we'll be producing nothing for the next 29 turns until that population grows. So we're just going to buy it outright. That'll make our production +2, and our food production +2. So it'll be growing in population and building stuff. You always want your actually, we purchased it. It's done. Back out here. These 2 symbols, this is what you're producing. You never want a dash there. You always want a number. You like saying in 20 turns you'll have built this. This green one is your population. What this is saying is that we have 1 population, but in 29 turns that'll grow. You always want these to have numbers. You want to be producing and growing on both of those. The only time you don't want that is if your population's maxed. Then you don't need to worry about growing. But it's word of advice. And fleet needs orders. Just watching the clock here. Got about 10 more minutes. Yeah, so we're just we're gonna defend right here. This is Algo 3. Look at this. You see the Alkaris coming, sniffing around. They want in. They want these planets. Look what they just did, sneaky little sons of beeps. 4 destroyers and 1 frigate. But we just sent in a backup cruiser. We had 1 cruiser there, now we have 2. So look at, their fleet combined is a 49 attack, 458 defense. Pretty beefy. Let's look at us. 81 attack, 220 defense. So we have more firepower than all of them combined, but they have about twice the damage absorption. So that's a tight battle. I can't guarantee we'd win that at all. However, we just made our first colony here, and I see a space fac. This guy, I was gonna convert this asteroid pile into a planet, but before we do that, let's send him down here, and we're gonna build a military outpost to help reinforce this defensive position right here. And we're probably gonna build a jump gate on the back side as well. So military outpost, jump gate, artificial planets. This guy's got a lot in his lap right now. But yeah, if the Alkari have 1 or 2 more ships, I could see them trying to make the attack on us, because we don't have that much defense right now. However, look here, I have a cruiser that has completed his exploration, or she's rushing in, and she'll help defend this point, but she's still several turns out. She's en route. I don't see how many, but 1, 2, 3, 4 turns from helping. So fleet needs orders. Here we go, another colony ship. What do we want to colonize? Based off of what we've discovered, I always try and start with 1 planet in each system. I don't usually like double up on a single system. So I like this volcanic world. Neither of these worlds are good. That's radiated. That's toxic. Those are both pretty crappy. I could see building here and defending this spot. So actually, we're trying to do that first. Actually, we have 2 colony ships. Yeah. Right here. Gamas 4. Large, arid. Algebra is not good, but the dark quartz will help. Normal gravity. So this colony ship is going to go here. The other colony ship, Fleet B, they haven't moved yet. I can tell that. See that? That means no movement left. But Fleet B is going to come up here. So the question is, do we want to go to the Sagan's toxic world, ultra-rich artifacts, in a little volcanic world? Tiny, volcanic, abundant, low-gravity gold. Wow, neither one's very good. Making an artificial planet here. Yeah, we're going to send him to toxic world to start with. I like that ultra-rich, so yeah. So, colony ships cruising out right now. We're defending here. Only a single cruiser. Eesh. We need another cruiser here. We need another cruiser here. These guys couldn't hold up to a concerted attack from the Garlock. So I would like 2 cruisers at the least. I have 1 cruiser en route. He's headed there. I probably need to get another cruiser. Yeah, we got to continue to build our fleet up at this point. Go to Empire tab. Let's look at what ships, if any ships, production. There we go. Cruiser in 12 turns. Colony ship kind of back in the queue. Colony ship. So we have 2 colony ships in the queue right now because we need to colonize planets, and we have 1 cruiser. That ought to be enough for now, but done. Bear in mind, you might be like, well, why don't you just get 2 or 3 more cruisers? Just cruisers. Well, as with most space battle conquest games, we do have a fleet capacity. You see we're at 48 of 54. So we're getting up near our max right now. That extra cruiser will probably put us to 51, 52. So, we also have some star bases being built, and when those come online, it'll increase our overhead for our fleet capacity. So you always want to be building a star base, a ship, star base, ship, as best as you can. Okay. Excuse me. Next turn. We've got a few more minutes here.
I would prefer us to engage in profitable association.
Okay. Cool. This is Sharpclaw, the leader of the Alkari flock. He is proposing a non-aggression pact they'll offer if we offer a non-aggression pact. Yeah, why not? We, as the humans, have decided we won't be the aggressor. And this will keep that fleet of destroyers of theirs from attacking us, I hope. They could break the pact.
You have my thanks.
This is interesting. Sorry. They're in harmony with us right now. Because we've signed a non-aggression pact, signed a trade treaty, we opened an embassy. You have an embassy on the territory. Okay, yeah, they liked all those things. Normally, you wouldn't get to harmony that quickly. Especially because we're like again, we're on like, we're not on impossible, but we're like on hard mode. So this, but because we're humans, we have very positive outcomes from diplomatic negotiations. We get a lot of benefits and people really like us for it. If you were playing a repulsive race, like alien hideous, it's a trait, you would get much less impact. They might only think, they might only be like okay or peaceful with you or calm or whatever it is. So this is good. They really like us. Goodbye.
We share many secrets, you and I. Why not share more?
These are the Darlock Cabal. They're spies, stealthy, shape-shifting spies. This is Sithra, their leader, the hindmost. Right? He hides behind everyone else. Accept human embassy. They'll accept ours if we accept theirs. Sure. Again, the more diplomatic stuff, it benefits our racial build, our species build, not our race, species. Accept. Goodbye.
Threaten not the Bolrathi with your folly.
Ah, okay. This is the Bolrathi leader here. This is, Grovog says, you should keep your distance from such undesirables. He wants us to limit our diplomatic relations with the Darlock. I would guess the Bolrathi and the Darlock are at war, hostile to each other. And because we just are making peace, we're negotiating with the Darlock. We accepted an embassy. He doesn't like it. He's saying, yeah, don't do that, man. So there's a little bit of a trade-off. We went up with the Darlock's popularity, but we went down with the Bolrathi, I'm sure. I mean, they're relaxed with us, but it probably cost us. They like us a little less because we're dealing with the Darlock. Yeah, okay, guy. You do what you do. Neutral. It's a neutral statement. It wasn't hostile, wasn't positive. Goodbye. Pirate fleet. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Tamek 3 has grown. Let's take a look real quick. Pop is 3 of 8, so it's a growing colony. Yeah, let's, I want it to grow a little faster. Let's move this guy up here. Let's get those pops quicker than we can produce more, ultimately, right? Done. Pirate fleet detected near Gamas. Awesome. What do we got? Yeah, I like pirate fleets. I like to destroy their pirate bases. There is a slight problem, though. That pirate, those raiders could easily destroy one of our colony ships. Those are expensive, and it's taken a long time to get them here. I don't like that. That sucks a lot. Right now, we have a colony ship en route to this planet. I need to divert this cruiser to take care of these pirates as quickly as possible. This is a big monkey wrench in our plans. Now, pirates can pop up in any system that you have not built in. Or maybe up to one away or something. But in general, if you don't have an outpost or a colony there or a ship, they can pop up right under your noses. That's what happened. So I'm racing this guy off over here. I'm also going to divert Gamas. Which guy's going to Gamas? This guy. Yeah. I'm gonna take manual control. I'm gonna advance this colony ship across because I know it would take him. I'm gonna try and race him out of here, and then I'm gonna move. I'm gonna stop this guy. I'm gonna have him sleep. I would rather these pirates try and take on our cruiser, but I'll have them flee if necessary. So we're gonna deal with this here in the next few turns. Government support, press prospecting. Starbase at Obakis. Let's jump over there to Obakis. Right. Yeah, okay, population's 4 or 5 here. That's looking good. Let's pull this guy off. Let's get that final population here. Jump from 4 to 5. Everyone's working. Everyone's happy. You see that Starbase gave us additional overhead on our fleet capacity, so that's useful. Now, what could we have these guys be doing here for us? Tell you what I want. It's a tundra planet. You know, I want more colony ship. Yeah, but I need more cruisers too. We're gonna do the cruiser first. We're spreading rapidly, but you know, having 30 colonies could be dangerous if we have too many points to defend. I mean, you see what's just happening now with the pirates. We're barely able to divert a ship to handle the pirates. So we're gonna get a couple more cruisers online. So we'll start building that. That'll take 30 turns, which is actually perfect because we'll have that new pop within 14. Then they'll be ready to maybe make a colony ship after that. We're gonna hit done. And yeah, I think let's go. Let's do another turn. I want to get a feel real quick for weather. Mission canceled. Spy Delta was unable to steal from the Alkari because they don't have any useful technology. That's fine. Your empire has a credit deficit of -2. Interesting. Fortunately, we have about 2,000 in the bank, so we can let that hover in the red for a little bit, as long as it's not too big of a number. Let's just, before I forget though, that pirate is running to here. That's good, because that pirate's going to jump across, but I have 2 cruisers here, so I can jump over and defeat them if they attack. I'm still going to send this cruiser to the pirate base, right? Because we're going to wrap up this session now. We're sitting at over 30 minutes. But what that does mean is that I can redeploy this colony ship. I'd stopped him. I'm going to continue him on to the planet he's meant to colonize. Because these guys hopefully won't attack. So this cruiser is going to come in and either kill the pirates or destroy the pirate base. This colony ship will land in a few turns. This colony ship is headed here. And this cruiser's coming in as backup. I think that's where we'll end it. I always like to make sure I don't end, because if I don't come back to this till next week, I might not remember, and I don't want a pirate raider to destroy an entire colony ship. So I think we're set up pretty safe. Fingers crossed, right? And yeah, that's it. If you watched, thank you. You can see we're colonizing the core of the galaxy, and we're racing to a victory of some sort, probably in another several sessions. It'll take a while to build up a fleet, or technology is a ways away. We actually have a long way to go for a technological victory. We haven't had any galactic elections yet, so we can't get the diplomatic victory yet. And we haven't even invented the planetary stock exchange yet. That'll show up down here. So that's a ways off. I don't know what victory path is going to be available to us first. We'll see. But if you watched, thank you. We'll leave it right here. This is where we'll pick up next time. Take care.